A photograph by Shirley Tolson. Tolson was a poet and an innovative writer about Britain's walks and traditions. She has penned down the poem A Photograph as a tribute to her mother. She divides the poem in 3 stanzas, and each stanza focuses on 3 different stages of time span, such as the first stanza portrays her mom's early life, which was full of enthusiasm and enjoyment of sea holidays with her cousins. The second stanza focuses the second stage of her mother's life, which was 20 to 30 years later from the first stage. And the third stanza describes the poet's dead mother. She remembers her mom with a heavy heart and a sad note. Let's read the poem to find out how the speaker recalls her mother and her memories while looking at a childhood photograph of her mother. The cardboard shows me how it was when the 2 girl cousins went peddling, each one holding one of my mother's hands, and she the big girl, some 12 years or so. All 3 stood still to smile through their hair at the uncle with the camera. A sweet face, my mother's. That was before I was born. And the sea, which appears to have changed less, washed their terribly transient feet. Through these lines, we learn that the poet looks at an old photograph of her mother, which is framed in a cardboard. The photograph was such that there were 3 girls, out of which the speaker describes the middle one as the tallest and the oldest. She was the speaker's mom, nearly 12 years old at that time when the picture was captured. The other 2 on both the sides were her mom's cousins who were holding her hand and were younger to her. Their names were Betty and Dolly. They went to a beach for a holiday. The speaker describes that this beautiful picture was clicked by her mom's uncle who accompanied them. All the 3 cousins left their wet hair open and smiled at the camera. The speaker was very much touched by her mother's sweet face, and she could not help herself but kept on observing the picture and praised her mom. The picture was taken long back, even before the speaker's birth. She says that the sea touched her mom's terribly transient feet. It might suggest that she wanted to say that her mother changed over the years, but the sea remained the same. Here, the speaker contrasts nature, which alters at the pace of a snail, and the fast-changing life of humans. Some 20-30 years later, she would laugh at the snapshot. See Betty and Dolly, she would say, and look how they dressed us for the beach. The sea holiday was her past, mine is her laughter. Both ray with the labored ease of loss. In the second stanza, the speaker gives a beautiful description about her and her mom's past memories. The speaker says that after 20 to 30 years, her mother would laugh at the photograph and would also make the poet look at it and tell her how their parents would dress them up for the sea holidays. Here, we also encounter a sense of disappointment in the last lines, because that holiday was her mom's favorite past memory, which could not be revived again. On the other hand, her mom's laughter was the speaker's favorite. Both of them lost something which they cherished a lot, and unfortunately, they cannot live that memory again. It was only a sweet moment for them, and they tried their best to adjust to what they lost. Now she's been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived, and of this circumstance there is nothing to say at all. Its silence silences. In this stanza, we learn that the speaker's mother had been dead for the past 12 years, which is same as that of her age when the photograph was taken. And the speaker, noticing this, may either be a coincidence or an irony of life and death. Death has silenced her mother forever, and this left the poet speechless. Yet, she finds it inspiring for her to pour her feelings out in the form of a tribute to her beloved mother. Even though that finishes everything, but her mom's departure brought out a new response in her. She accepts her resignation silently to the final silence of death.